How often do you get really frustrated because you go to pick up your whip and you cannot remember what yarn you were using, what hook you were using, what pattern you were using? One of my favorite ways to get around this is to add a project to Ravelry, and today I'm going to show you how you do this. So there are two different ways to add a project. Way number one is to go to your notebook after you've logged in, click on projects, excuse the baby that you might be able to hear in the background, click add a project, and you get this little screen here. So obviously I do crochet, so mine will be crochet. I can name my project anything I want, and then I can add the name of the pattern, and then it will ask you if you have found the right pattern. If you have, then connect it. Importantly, when you are adding a new project, if this is a pattern that you are testing, if you add the name into the field here, that will link it to the test for when it is launched to the public. Then you can record everything that you need for when you come back to this pattern later. So you can link it to the designer here by putting in the Ravelry designer name. You can select the category. Importantly, you can select the hook and the yarn that you used. You can write yourself some notes at the bottom. So if you used a particular chain length, did a certain number of repeats, modified the pattern in any way, this is the perfect place to make those notes. You can also, as you can see, say how far you are in terms of progress, how much you like the pattern. Again, you've got a progress bar here that you can fill in. If you would like, you can record your start and finish dates, and you can rate the pattern. So how difficult it is, how easy it was to follow, and your overall rating of the pattern. And this will affect how other people find this pattern when they're searching. Equally, you can click on here and add some photos. This can either be your progress or your finished item. And there is a section here for notes that only you are allowed to see. So anything that you save in your project will be available to the public. So let me show you what I mean. Let's quickly find a pattern. This is the one I'm after. So this is the pattern, and you can see it's got 4 linked projects. So that means that people have recorded making it 4 times. Oh, I can only see 3. Interesting. If you then click on one of the projects, you can then have a look at somebody's project. If you like the way that they made it, you might find lots of details here on how to recreate it. Now, obviously, everybody's different in terms of how many details they decide to add. So if you go back to this screen, you can also add your project from here. If you click on In Projects, you can then create a project directly from the screen. So I hope that you have found this helpful. If you have any comments or questions, just leave them below. Bye-bye.